What happens when someone rewires their brain for just 10 minutes a day for 30 days straight? By day 15, their brain patterns become unrecognizable. By day 30, income jumps 40%, anxiety disappears, and opportunities start appearing like the universe finally responds. This isn't theory. It's documented neuroscience. And today, you're getting the exact blueprint that makes it happen. Here's what most people don't know about New Year's resolutions. 95% of your daily actions are controlled by the subconscious mind, not the conscious mind watching this right now. That inner voice is basically a passenger. The real driver? Patterns programmed since childhood. And here's the reality check. Research shows it takes anywhere from 18 to 254 days to form a new habit. That's why most 2026 goals are already doomed, unless the system gets hacked. This isn't guru talk. This is the neuroscience cheat code that rewires your brain's operating system in 10 minutes a day. Real science, zero fluff. And if this resonates, hitting that subscribe button means getting more science-backed success strategies throughout 2026. The truth is stark. Your subconscious mind operates like a hard drive filled with corrupted files. Not smart enough. Success is for others. Things always go wrong. These patterns sound familiar because they're universal. These aren't your original thoughts. They're installed programming. Maybe from parents who stressed about money, teachers who predicted failure, relationships that crushed your confidence. And neuroscience proves this. The brain creates neural pathways, literal physical structures, every time a thought or behavior repeats. Here's what makes it challenging. Those pathways become highways. The brain prefers them because they're efficient. So even when you consciously want to change, wake up early, start that business, hit the gym, the subconscious pulls you back to the old pattern. It's not about willpower. It's brain architecture. Consider the pattern. Goals set every January, same goals, year after year. Wake up at 5 a.m. Build the side hustle. Get in shape by February. Back to sleeping till 8, scrolling endlessly, eating poorly. It looks like laziness. But it's actually just corrupted software running in the background. Here's where it gets revolutionary. There's a phenomenon called neuroplasticity, and it's your brain's secret override code. A 2025 study from the Brain Research Journal proved the brain can reorganize its connections at any age. No one is stuck. UCLA Health published research showing that forming new habits creates fresh neural pathways, literally building new highways in the brain. And Healthline confirms something game-changing: self-directed neuroplasticity. That means you can intentionally rewire your brain through specific practices. The programming becomes self-directed. The evidence is compelling. Dr. Andrew Huberman, a Stanford neuroscientist with 5 million YouTube subscribers, demonstrates on his podcast how negative patterns can reset in minutes using targeted protocols. Not months, minutes. Joseph Murphy's book, The Power of Your Subconscious Mind, with over 10 million copies sold, teaches that the subconscious can't distinguish between imagination and reality. Visualize success vividly enough? The brain starts building the pathways to achieve it. Psychology Today explains the habit loop: cue, routine, reward. Interrupt the routine, replace it, and the system gets hacked. The data is remarkable. A study from PMC on goal achievement showed that people who actively work on rewiring brain patterns have a 42% higher success rate in behavior change. Not 5%, not 10%, 42%. This isn't motivational content. This is peer-reviewed, replicated science. And it's about to be applied. Ready for the protocol? What follows is the exact 10-minute system tested over 30 days. Day 1 feels awkward. Day 7 brings noticeable shifts. Day 15 produces undeniable changes. Day 30? Complete transformation. This is not complicated, but it must be done exactly as outlined, every single day. Step 1, derived from Tony Robbins' morning priming routine, forces a physiological state change. State equals physiology plus focus. The protocol requires standing, right now. This isn't optional. Feet shoulder width apart. Shoulders rolled back. Then breathe. Inhale through the nose for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale through the mouth for 4. Repeat 3 times. That sensation? That's your nervous system shifting from fight or flight to rest and digest. A study from the conversation showed this reduces cortisol by 30% in under 2 minutes. The advanced move: while breathing, lift your arms up on the inhale, lower on the exhale, make it physical. Your body and brain are connected. Change the body, change the state. Step 2. Your identity gets overwritten at the subconscious level. 3 limiting beliefs must be written down. Complete honesty. Bad with money, always procrastinating, not confident, whatever your specific demons are. Write them. Now flip them into identity statements. Not wanting to be, but I am. I am financially abundant. I am a person who takes immediate action. I am confident and magnetic. Critical point. These must be said out loud with conviction. Not mentally, out loud. 10 times each. Marisa Peer, the legendary hypnotherapist, explains in her TEDx talk that the subconscious responds to emotion and repetition. Whispered? Ineffective. Shouted with conviction? The brain starts building it. A 2024 study from IE University proved that affirmations with emotional intensity create habit pathways 60% faster than passive repetition. The instruction is clear. Yell the new identity, regardless of whom I hear. Do it. Step 3 is where transformation accelerates, backed by Dr. Joe Dispenza's work that's reached over 5 million views. Eyes closed. What follows is a visualization protocol, but this isn't mystical thinking. This is how Olympic athletes train, how surgeons practice procedures. The scene, December 31st, 2025. You're looking back at this year, 2026. What's visible? The massive goal achieved. The specific moment. Signing that contract, hitting that bank balance, standing on that stage, crossing that finish line. Whatever the win is. Critical instruction. Don't just see it. Feel it. Feel the pride in your chest. The relief, the excitement. Hear the sounds. Smell the environment. Make it real in your mind. Dr. Huberman's research at Stanford shows that the brain can't distinguish between a vividly imagined experience and the real one. Neural pathways are being created right now for that success. This runs for 3 full minutes. Some quiet space now. That sensation? That's the new baseline. The subconscious just got reprogrammed. Step 4. The pattern gets locked in with an anchor. This is NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, directly from Tony Robbins' methodology. Make a fist, pump it in the air. And with full energy, shout, yes! 3 repetitions. Each time, recall that future memory you just created. Fist pump equals success. A physical trigger is now installed. From this point forward, whenever you need confidence, make that fist. Say yes, and your brain fires those success pathways. Olympic athletes do this before competing. CEOs do this before big meetings. Now you have access to it. Final step, gratitude. You've heard this before, but here's why it scientifically matters. 3 things you're grateful for right now. Out loud. Coffee, health, companionship. The specifics don't matter. The World Economic Forum analyzed TED Talks on gratitude and found it rewires the brain to scan for positive opportunities instead of threats. Your brain's filter is being trained. Most people filter for problems, traffic, bills, stress. This new filter scans for solutions. 10 minutes. That's the complete protocol. Every morning. What actually happens when this runs for 30 days? Days 1 through 5, initial awkwardness. Talking out loud, shouting affirmations, it feels unnatural. Days 6 through 10, something shifts. Waking becomes easier. Your internal dialogue changes. Instead of, Monday, it transforms to, all right, what's happening today? Days 11 through 15. This is where it gets remarkable. Opportunities start appearing. Clients who went silent for months suddenly respond. Connections form that lead to major partnerships. Coincidence? Perhaps. But the pattern continues. Days 16 through 25, income jumps. Not marginally, significantly. Deals close faster because your confidence operates differently. You're not hoping for a yes. You know the value you provide. Days 26 through 30, your goal list from January 1st shows completion. 4 out of 5 goals that remain stuck for 2 years are achieved. Not through willpower. Not through grinding more hours. Just different software running. The science validates this. ATD.org study from 2020 showed that habit rewiring activates brain areas for motivation and decision-making. The Rewire Your Mind podcast reports over 45,000 listeners documenting similar transformations. This isn't metaphysical, it's neuroplasticity, and it's measurable. Predictable questions arise. 10 minutes? That's all? Yes. Consistency beats intensity. 2 hours once versus 10 minutes for 30 days? Science confirms the second approach wins. I've tried affirmations before, they don't work, because they were done passively. This protocol is active. Physiology, emotion, visualization, anchoring. It's a system. What if I miss a day? Start again the next day. Perfection is the enemy. Progress is the goal. Here's the reality, 2026 is already ticking. Every day you don't start is a day your old patterns maintain control. And when the realization hits that nothing has changed, it'll be 2027. The people who win this year? They act now. Not when things calm down, not after the holidays, no. The move is clear. Tomorrow morning, before checking your phone, before coffee, before anything, run these 10 minutes. Film it for accountability if you need to. Track it, and 30 days from now, the comments documenting your results will flood in. I read every comment. This community is about to overflow with documented success. Let's get it.